Today, I'm going to explain to you in more detail why your current reality is just a dream, or that it doesn't exist outside of you. The same way, the dream that you are dreaming at night does not have the reality outside of you, the dreamer. So in this video, I'm going to prove to you that you are actually dreaming the experience of being in your current reality right now. And since you are in a dream, I'm going to teach you how to change your current experience of this dream, or how to shift to any other reality that you prefer within your dream. So let's get into it. I'm going to start this video with this quote by Neville Goddard. Awakening in the morning, you think you had a wonderful dream last night. Yet while you were dreaming, the experience was a reality. Awake, the dream becomes subjective. Why? Because you have once more merged with this section of time. While you are experiencing the dream, it is objective and real. So when you were dreaming at night, the experience of that dream was your only reality at that time. In other words, you did not know that you were in a dream until you woke up in the morning and you realized that it was just a dream, or it wasn't real, while the reality that you are experiencing right now upon awakening in the morning is real. Yet your current reality is just as real as the dream that you were dreaming at night. In other words, your current reality is a dream as well. Modern man now proves the truth that the entire space-time history of the world is laid out, and we only become aware of increasing portions of it successively. That man can merge with a section of that which is past or future relative to this moment and actually experience that experience. It's all there. He doesn't realize he is now merged with a dream. He hasn't the slightest idea that this is a dream. He wakes in the morning and says, I had the most wonderful dream last night. While he was dreaming, it was to him a reality. He wakes and he reflects, and it isn't real. It's subjective. And this is real. He doesn't realize he is now once more merged in this section of time. And so his dream is simply something that is subjective and unreal. While he was experiencing the dream, it was objective and real. Neville Goddard. So what makes any experience so real to you, to such an extent that you do not even realize that it's not real, or that you are the one who is actually dreaming that experience into a reality? Or what makes the experience of your night dream in another body so realistic to the point that you are not even aware of the fact that it's just a dream, and that there is another you in another body in your current reality sleeping in bed right now? For my subjective dream, when I am having it, is objective. This, had I reflected upon this while I had a dream last night, this would have been subjective. So your current reality would have been subjective or not real. When I awaken in this, and I am once more merged in this section of the dream, this seems the only reality. I fall asleep and take this off, and I am merged in another section of the dream, and that seems to be the only reality. So what is the reality? Neville Goddard. Your consciousness or your awareness of being is the true and the only reality. Every experience, including the experience of your current reality, is taking place within your consciousness. It's basically a dream of your consciousness. So an awareness of an experience is what allows you to perceive that experience. In Him we live and move and have our being. Acts 17:28. He is your consciousness or your awareness of being. So in your consciousness, you live and move and have your being. So it is your awareness of being in your current reality is what makes it feel real to you at the moment, while the experience of your dream at night is subjective or not real, because you as an awareness are not in that section of your dream at the moment. So basically, by observing yourself in your current reality or by observing any particular experience, you are animating it on the screen of space. So for any reality or state to be objectified on the screen of space, there must be an experiencer of that particular state or reality. And the experiencer is your consciousness. So you must enter the state desired and experience it by imagining yourself in that state or reality for that state to be pushed out on the screen of space. So your I amness or your consciousness, which is God, is the only reality which gives form to any of your experiences or from which you can experience any reality. So basically, it is your I am in you or God in you who is experiencing and animating all these different realities. Your body is simply a projection or a dream of your consciousness. In other words, your consciousness animates your body by observing it. Without your consciousness, there is no matter. So by observing any particular experience or a reality, as if it's already here, you as consciousness are collapsing that experience into a matter in time-space. If you first are not aware of simply being, then you cannot be aware of being anything or being anywhere. So you must first be aware of being by saying I am. So it is your I am or your awareness of being is God of Scripture, which gives you all of your experiences. In other words, without an awareness of an experience, there is no experience. So what seems to exist outside of you or independently of your perception cannot exist outside of the one who is actually experiencing this state or a reality. A state or a reality cannot exist without the experiencer, without the one who is experiencing it. So if you're experiencing any particular reality, it is because you are the experiencer of that reality. It is because you, as an awareness, are in that reality at the moment. So the reason why you keep experiencing your current reality is because this is what you are aware of experiencing, or because this is where your awareness is at the moment. So if you were to begin imagining a different experience as if you have already experienced it, then you must experience it. So if you want to experience another reality within your dream, you must become aware of experiencing another reality, or you must become aware of already being in your desired reality right here, right now. Because remember, it is your awareness of an experience which allows you to perceive that experience or a reality. One day back in 1954, I heard these words. Now you will find it difficult to grasp it, but they have stayed with me since the vision. The vision was audio. And here a voice is speaking. You do not move in waking any more than you move on your bed in sleep. It is all a movement of mind. The intensity is determined by the strength of the vortex you create. It is just like a whirlwind with a center of perfect stillness. You only believe that you move when you wake, as you think you move in sleep. Where is God moving, save in imagination? Where on earth is He moving? Where He is? He is all places. There is no place where God is not. So where is He moving? It is only a movement in mind. And the whole vast world moves because God moves within Himself. We are but animated bodies, and He doesn't want the poem to exist only for Him. He wants the poem to exist for itself. So here He dwells now in man, and man thinks He is moving. I came here tonight in my friend's car, and I will think, well, I moved. I moved from my home to here. I moved from here to my home. And yet the voice that never has deceived me tells me I do not move in waking any more than I move on my bed in sleep. It is all a movement of mind. Then he tells me it's like a whirlwind with a center of perfect stillness. And the intensity is determined by the vortex that I create. That I only believe that I move when I wake, as I think I move when I sleep. Well, I know I do not move during the night, save just move from one side to the other in bed. Neville Goddard. So it is your consciousness which experiences every reality or state by merging with it, or it is your awareness of being which allows you to perceive any particular state or reality by observing it or merging with it. In other words, without your awareness of being in a particular state or reality, you cannot perceive that state or reality. So it is your consciousness, your I amness, which is God in you, who is experiencing everything through seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling. So your current reality is what your awareness is merged with at this moment. And this is exactly why it feels so real to you, while any other state or reality feels subjective or unreal. In other words, your current reality is what your consciousness is experiencing at this moment. And as long as you keep experiencing it or keep being aware of being in your current reality, you keep it alive and you are going to keep experiencing it. Yet your current reality is only a dream, and the only reason why it feels so real and objective to you is because you are merged with it right now. In other words, if whatever section of your dream you are merged with in consciousness, you get to experience it as real, or that reality becomes objective to you. And when, as an awareness, you take off that section of your dream and it becomes subjective or just a dream or unreal to you, then to objectify or to perceive any state or reality, all you need to do is to merge with that reality in your consciousness. And this is how you make that reality real or objective to you and control your dream. So every reality or state already exists, and you already exist in these different realities in a different body right now, but you are not going to be able to perceive any particular state or reality, or it's not going to feel real or objective to you until you merge with that reality in your consciousness or your awareness. Just like when you are dreaming at night and the dream becomes your only reality while you are experiencing that dream. But you already know that that is not the only reality. It only seems so until you wake up in the morning and experience your current reality. and thus it becomes your only reality or objective to you. So how do you take off your current section of your dream or your current reality and merge with your desired reality, thus make it objective to you? The key here is to make the experience of your desired reality as real as you can. So you want to give it all the tones of reality by using your sense of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling what you want, as if you are experiencing it right now. So you want to enter it in your awareness and remain there until it seems to be your only reality. This is a world of death, and everyone here is dead, dreaming the dream of life. You can merge with a section of the beginning or future relative to this moment and experience that portion of history. How can that be? Because you are now merged with a dream. You can take off this section of the dream, and as you merge with another, it will seem to be the only reality. The whole vast world is finished, and you and I are merged in a dream from which we are awakening. Neville Goddard. So whatever you want is already so. All you need to do is to adjust your thinking to your desired reality until that section of your dream becomes alive within you, or you feel the internal relief of possessing it, or you feel the relief of already being there. And at that moment, that state or reality will objectify itself. Now, if I can take a mere wish tonight, just a wish, and if I can form it in my mind's eye as the wish fulfilled, and then as I contemplate it, merge with my wish fulfilled and lose myself completely in it, and then while I am in it, it's taken on objective tones and all the sensory tones of reality. So it seems now to be the only reality. Then I break it and return once more, merged in this section of the dream, and reflect upon it. And then I know exactly what I did. Now, formerly, I would have said, oh well, that was just a wonderful, vivid experience, like a dream or some grand hallucination. But having experienced how it works, I am confident that no power on earth or in the universe can stop it from objectifying. And so I rest in confidence it will objectify. So here I tell you, the God that men worship dreams in man as man's own wonderful human imagination. And test it, just put him to the test. Conceive a scene implying the fulfillment of your dream, and to the best of your ability, merge with it, merge right in. If you succeed in merging, do you know that it will become objective? Before it is seen in this section of time, it will become objective to you, as though it were here. When you break the spell, it will be to you as a vivid dream is. But you know what you did, and you will wait in confidence, and it will happen here. Neville Goddard.